because of that belt. So
Hello, Iliashi lovers. This Thursday at 21 hours, we're going to have a live interaction between you, our viewers, and us here at Bmtv with Mama Chikamoneka, of course, bringing in the fire, the vibes, and all the juicy stories that you want to hear. Keep it locked to Bmtv channel 114 on Topstar and also Bmtv Zambia channel 114 on Facebook. Remember, it's going to be a live interaction. We can't wait to hear from you, and we will definitely see you on Thursday. Bye.
I also do make these instruments, and most of my customers are in the USA, China, those countries which are far away. Why is it like that? It's because children of nowadays, they think maybe playing the kalimba, it's a laughable matter. It's maybe I'm a laughing stock or what. But it has taken me somewhere else, beyond Zambia.
It is a beautiful evening and a warm welcome to Bmtv main news at 6. We are live on your Topstar decoders channel 114, and we are live on Facebook as well as YouTube, including our website, which is www.bmtvzambia.com. Now let's take a look at the stories that are making headlines tonight. IBA issues guidelines on coverage of late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Girls urged to lead in AI and digital transformation. Land-linked Zambia conference launched. In international news, Trump ordered to shoot and kill any boat putting mines in Strait of Hormuz. And in sports news, Zambia ready to host 2026 Men's Zone 6 IHF Trophy. Well, to present the news in detail, my name is Sontwa. The Independent Broadcasting Authority, IBA, has issued guidance to broadcasters on the coverage of matters surrounding the late former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. In a statement released today by Webster Malido, IBA Director General, the authority said while issues surrounding to the late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu are of public interest, media houses must exercise caution and responsibility in their reporting to avoid causing further distress to the bereaved family and unnecessary public anxiety. IBA further urged broadcasters to rely on a credible and official source, including authorized spokespersons, in order to maintain accuracy and public trust in the media. The authority warned that the dissemination of unverified information risks undermining the credibility of broadcasting institutions and compromises the public right to accurate and balanced reporting. The guidance has been issued in line with Section 5 of IBA Act of 2002, which mandates the promotion of professional and ethical broadcasting standards. Well, in another story, the Forum for African Women Educationalists Zambia Faweza Board Chairperson Professor Enala Tembo has called for increased participation and leadership of girls in the digital space. Speaking through Vice Chairperson Dr. Audrey Mwansa at the University of Zambia during the commemoration of International Girls in ICT Day 2026, Dr. Mwansa said that this year's theme, AI for Development, Girls Shaping the Digital Future, is timely and speaks directly to the current era of rapid digital transformation. Dr. Mwansa noted that technology is redefining how people live, learn and work, stressing that girls must not only include but also take up leadership roles in shaping the digital future. She added that the commemoration highlights the growing importance of information and communication technologies, as well as emerging fields such as artificial intelligence in driving inclusive development. Dr. Mwansa emphasized that empowering girls with digital skills is key to ensuring equal opportunities and sustainable national development.
Today's commemoration is significant as it highlights the growing importance of information and communication technologies and emerging fields such as artificial intelligence in shaping inclusive development. While progress has been made, we must acknowledge that girls and young women remain underrepresented in these critical fields, especially in technology. We still see that most of the girls or most of our young ladies still do not aspire to go into technology, but yet it's an in thing. So I'm also very delighted that you are in this institution where technology is the thing. The
AI for Development, Girls Shaping the Digital Future, reminds us that education is not only about access, it's about empowerment. By equipping girls with digital skills and opportunities, we are shaping and preparing them to be leaders in artificial intelligence.
Now we move to trade-related issues. Stakeholders have continued to stress the importance of regional collaboration and integrated transport systems in driving Africa's economic growth during the land-linked Zambia's conference. We've got details in the following report. The 2026 Land-Link Zambia Conference has been officially opened here in Chongwe, bringing together countries from the southern region and those that are far from Zambia's borders. The conference is aimed at enhancing the regional connectivity and also economic growth. Key stakeholders have emphasized the importance of collaboration and regional integration during the Land-Linked Zambia Conference, highlighting its role in unlocking Africa's economic potential. In his welcoming remarks, Africa's Chief Executive Officer, Chimwemwe Nyirenda, commended the Zambian government through the Ministry of Transport and Logistics for its continued support towards the success of the Land-Link Zambia conferences.
We are at the center of the $1.4 billion Tazara revitalization project. We're at the center of the Lobito Corridor project, and not to mention the Beira Corridor developments, Nakala Corridor, North-South Corridor, and of course the Walvis Bay, Ndola, Lubumbashi corridors. Honorable Minister, it means so much for the regional transport and logistics industry that you are here year in, year out. So thank you very much, sir. Guest of honor, the fifth edition is a big deal and has over 18 countries represented today.
Meanwhile, Zambia Development Agency Director General Albert Halwampa, speaking through a representative, expressed appreciation to Africast for successfully hosting the event 5 times.
Allow me to commend Africast for hosting this event, for convening it for the 5th time running. As the ZDA, we highly value this collaboration, and it gives us confidence that we are making progress in terms of advancing the mandate of our institution.
The Central Corridor Transit Transport Facilitation Agency Executive Secretary Flori Okanje from the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, noted that this year's theme presents an opportunity to unlock Africa's vast economic potential, stressing that the Central Corridor is not only a route for transporting goods but also a key driver for transforming economies across the region.
And the Central Corridor Transformation Agenda into Green Economic Development Corridor, GDC, which is seeking to position connectivity as the backbone to Africa's economic transformation.
And the Minister of Transport and Logistics, Frank Tayali, reaffirmed the government's commitment to regional cooperation, stating that Zambia has significantly benefited from the collaborations with other countries. He added that Africa's food development would depend on strong and coordinated partnership among nations.
Zambia has embraced its geography not as a constraint, but as an opportunity. Over the past years, we have made deliberate efforts to transform our country from a landlocked state into a land-linked hub.
Reporting for BMTV News, this is Sontwa. Now, in health matters, the Midwifery Association of Zambia is this year commemorating World Midwifery Day under the theme 1 million more midwives observed annually on the 5th May 2026. In marking this important occasion, the Kitwe Teaching Hospital KTK Obstetric and Gynecology Department, in collaboration with the KTH Management, has taken a distinctive approach by organizing a training in abridged emergency obstetric and neonatal care. This initiative brings together both private and public health facilities for a critical capacity building program aimed at strengthening maternal and neonatal care. Participants have been drawn from various health institutions across the district, including Musakile Mini Hospital, Sinozam Friendly Hospital, Progress Medical Hospital, Kitwe District Health Facilities, Chamboli Level 1 Hospital, Chimwemwe Level 2 Hospital, Kitwe College of Nursing and Midwifery, and Kitwe Teaching Hospital. The training is scheduled to run from the 20th to 24th of April 2026 and was officially opened by the Senior Medical Superintendent Dr. Chileshe Mboni. Alongside the Chief Nursing Officer, Ms. Nelia Mwandama. Speaking during the opening ceremony, Dr. Mboni commended both Kitwe Teaching Hospital and MAS for organizing such a timely, impactful and educative program. He emphasized the importance of collaborating between private and public health institutions, noting that working together is key to achieving a shared goal, reducing maternal mortalities and improving neonatal outcomes. In another story, the Tobacco Board of Zambia, TBZ, says Luapula is a strategic province for tobacco production due to its fertile soil and favorable growing conditions. TBZ Executive Director Robert Mwale stated that the board is therefore showcasing at the Luapula Province Investment Exposition, or rather Expo, in Mansa under the theme Unlocking Luapula's Potential Investment Opportunities for Sustainable Economic Growth. Mwale explained that the board is pushing a strategy to boost national tobacco volumes with a strong focus on expanding into non-traditional growing areas to ensure production targets are achieved. He emphasized that the board places a high premium on tobacco production and remain committed to positioning Zambia as a producer of quality tobacco on the global market. Now we go for a short break. When we come back, we've got international news and sports news.
Ilyashi lovers. This Thursday at 21 hours, we're going to have a live interaction between you, our viewers, and us here at BMTV with Mama Chikamoneka, of course, bringing in the fire, the vibes, and all the juicy stories that you want to hear. Keep it locked to BMTV channel 114 on Topstar and also BMTV Zambia channel 114 on Facebook. Remember, it's going to be a live interaction. We can't wait to hear from you, and we will definitely see you on Thursday. Bye.
Thank you so much for taking a break with us. Now we proceed with international news. The US President Donald Trump has escalated threats in the Strait of Hormuz, while Pakistan mediators wait for Tehran to respond with a proposed peace plan. In a Truth Social post, he says, "I have ordered the United States Navy to shoot and kill any boat that is putting mines in the waters of the Strait of Hormuz. There is to be no hesitation. Additionally, our mine sweepers are clearing the strait right now. I am hereby ordering the activities to continue, but at a triple up level." Al Jazeera brings us the details.
US President Donald Trump has escalated threats in the Strait of Hormuz while Pakistani mediators wait for Tehran to respond with a proposed peace plan. In a Truth Social post, Donald Trump says, "I have ordered the United States Navy to shoot and kill any boat that is putting mines in the waters of the Strait of Hormuz. There is to be no hesitation. Additionally, our mine sweepers are clearing the strait right now. I am hereby ordering that activity to continue, but at a tripled up level." Well, Trump posted that after the U.S. military said it had raided a vessel linked to Iran in the Indian Ocean. U.S. Central Command says the Majestic was a sanctioned, stateless tanker allegedly transporting Iranian oil. Iran has also been detaining vessels. It seized 2 cargo ships in the Strait of Hormuz on Wednesday, accusing them of operating without authorization. So, Mike, we've got these threats relating to the Strait of Hormuz now, Donald Trump making these statements on Truth Social. It does sound like another escalation by the U.S.
Well, the Iranians would contend that the blockade itself was the initial escalation. What happened subsequent to that is ongoing operations by the United States. President Trump saying in his latest posting on social media that he's going to triple the efforts to clear the Strait of Hormuz of mines and also to attack any Iranian vessels that are still in the vicinity. He says the big ships of Iran are down at the bottom of the ocean, as he puts it. The Iranians are now operating, he says, small speedboats to lay more mines and to hinder shipping as it passes through the strait. But certainly President Trump upping the ante in a way by doubling down on his threats to police the Strait of Hormuz and to take action against any Iranian attempts at keeping it closed. That appears futile at present.
Mike, let's talk about the wider picture just for a second. The US saying it's not set a firm deadline for the Iranian proposal to the extended ceasefire, for Iran to come back with a response to all of this. What do we make of this strategy?
Well, the White House did say yesterday that there is no timeline to this, to the extension of the ceasefire, saying that it is entirely up to President Trump to decide when enough is enough or until a deal is put in place. So this is an open-ended extended ceasefire in effect. President Trump maintaining the right to be able to declare it over at any time or to continue at any time. So it does appear from the US side that it's a wait-and-see strategy. But I must add, in the middle of all of this, the Secretary of the Navy has just been fired by his boss, the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth. John Phelan was fired.
The UN warns Libya at a critical crossroads amid deepening divisions. The United Nations says Libya is at a critical crossroads, facing deep political fragmentation, a distorted economy, and delayed elections that threatens the country's stability. Right now, we monitor African news with the details.
The United Nations said on Wednesday that Libya is facing a critical political, economic and security juncture as divisions within state institutions persist and political leaders continue to lag in implementing a roadmap towards national elections and unified governance.
Libya's national wealth is being absorbed into a distorted political economy that fuels unaccountable spending and weaponizes oil revenues. This diversion of resources without a consensus on agreed national priorities weakens fiscal discipline and undermines the state's ability to function as a steward for implementing projects, programs, and initiatives that respond to critical public priorities and social spending commitments.
Libya's permanent representative to the United Nations, Taher El Soni, stated that the Libyan people are seeking a constitutional framework that will pave the way for elections. The Libyan people want all processes to reach a consensual constitutional framework that will allow to organize general elections as soon as possible and to end all the transitional stages, to renew the legitimacy of the institutions by listening to the voices of the people and to the ballots, instead of listening to the munitions and bombardments. Managed fragmentation, not war, is now new Libya's normal, a stalemate without true stability, yet volatile enough to generate periodic crisis, service collapse and...
Well, we go for our second break. When we come back, it's sports news. Stay tuned.
I also do make these instruments, and most of my customers are in the USA, China, those countries which are far away. Why is it like that? It's because children of nowadays, they think maybe playing the kalimba, it's a laughable matter. It's maybe I'm a laughing stock or what. But it has taken me somewhere else, beyond Zambia.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us, and I will move straight into the world of sports. Zambia is set to host the prestigious 2026 Men's Zone 6 IHF Trophy, scheduled to take place from the 28th of April to the 3rd of May 2026 at the OIDC Zambia Sports Development Center. The regional tournament will bring together top young handball talent from across South Africa, with teams competing in both the under-17 and under-20 men's categories. Participating teams or countries includes Lesotho, Eswatini, South Africa, Mozambique, Malawi, Zimbabwe, host national Zambia, host nation Zambia, and Namibia. The tournament is expected to showcase expectational talent, promote regional unity, and further develop the sports of handball within the Zone 6 region. Speaking ahead of the competition, Handball Association of Zambia President Victor Banda expressed confidence in Zambia's preparedness to host the event, highlighting the country's growing reputation for successful staging international sports competitions. The local organization Zambia Ready to host the 2026 Men's Zone 6 IHF Trophy at OIDC Zambia. Zambia is set to host the prestigious event this year. Well, on that note, we close our news desk, but before we do so, a recap of the headlines that made stories once more. Okay, we close the news today. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time. This has been Sontwa Morris on behalf of the technical team, Mr. Jackson Tembo on transmission, Mr. Aldrich Kampamba on camera one, and Mr. Douglas Tembo. This has been Sontwa Morris I say thank you so much for watching and stay glued.
na Mabemba na Baku Northern kuja kwanza malaria maningi. So the reason why sickle cell iliko, it is just like the body was just trying to protect itself against what is malaria. So where there's a lot of malaria, that is where also makali za wambidi banewali. So ukamkwata kamkazi kako kuchipata, ukamkwatira waneka manaya kuchipata, ukamkwata kamkazi kako kuchibemba. Uniko kwa pimisa first wazia akali nayo ona mfanya wazipimisa kai ndi kamene depends kama ningi hivi. But right now it is now because of intermarriage.
Yes.
A lot of intermarriage now we cannot tell, but right now the part that has got a lot of part sickle cell in Zambia is the northern part, eastern, northwestern, because of that belt. So yes, so that is, so people, as we are getting married, our goal is that we should be able to know our sickle cell status. That's the message that I want us to. No, that's why I have a t-shirt. Know your sickle cell what? Status. Just kuru maning.
Ilyashi lovers, this Thursday at 21 hours, we're going to have a live interaction between you, our viewers, and us here at BMTV with Mama Chikamoneka